Okay, we're all set.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I'd like to open up the special meeting of the IDA. Could I have roll call, please, Ann?
Chairperson Perfetti,
Present.
Treasurer Alex,
Present.
Secretary Knifka,
Present.
Attorney Legnard,
Present.
Sean Ward, CEO,
Present.
John McNulty, CFO, absent, Michelle Bourgeois, Assistant to the CFO,
Present.
and Special Counsel Attorney Cahill.
Present.
Okay, could I have a motion to excuse John McNulty III, please?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next on the agenda is the consideration of authorizing the CEO to sign contract with Murnane Building Contractors for temporary use of a portion of the IDA-owned property. And Sean, could you give us a little explanation on that, please?
Yes, I think I sent everyone an email on
Yes.
this. We've had a request
did.
from Heatley School is in the middle of a construction project. And the general contractor is Murnane Building Contractors. And they have requested use of the corner of Cannon and Tibbetts Avenue, the parking lot, that small area that for a lay down area for construction. And we've done that before for Louisiana a couple of occasions and on other road contractors that we've had. And we will have a signed MOU, which I would sign after permission, if permission is granted here, and also certificate of insurance naming the IDA as additionally insured. The cost would be zero, because it's a Heatley School project. We won't charge them for that. And it's going to be temporary with the contract expiring, I believe, November 30th. Don't quote me on that, but it's before snow flies.
Okay. All right, thanks, Sean, very much. And you did give us that information previously. Could I have a motion, please, to authorize the CEO to sign a contract with Murnane?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Maggie and Ted. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Next on our agenda is consideration of authorizing submission of a 90-day letter to the New York State Authority Budget Office regarding the proposed sale of a portion of IDA-owned property. And you're on again, Sean, please.
Okay, I'll give you the general overview, and then if you have any legal questions, you can ask Connie or Joe. But bottom line is we've been negotiating with Albany Engineering Group and on a totally separate negotiation. They have also been negotiating with GIPA for the purchase of the hydro plant. And we have said from day one that we would consider selling the land in the middle of the property, which I believe, I know I've sent an email
Yes.
showing you where the property is located. It's a
Yes,
little
you
over
did.
10 acres. It's in the area that is under the order and consent right now. About a lot of the property is in the middle of the remediation, which is about the size of a football field, is by my best view, from my viewpoint anyway. That, it really devalues the property. They are looking, we did get an appraisal of the property, which came in at about $275,000 by Bauer Appraisal, which I sent a copy of that to all of you. We don't object to that price, and Albany Engineering Group has agreed to that price as well, at least verbally. We have a couple of contingencies. Number one would be that they move a line that was supposed to be temporary that goes through the front parking lot. And we would like them to move that line out of the parking lot area into a portion of the property that they're proposing to be purchased. And then the second contingency would be that we would not sell it unless the sale with GIPA is completed as well. So the cost, the sale price would be $275,000. There really isn't, I'm sure it could be developed at some point, but there would be some serious environmental conditions that they would have to go through and also licensing issues with FERC on the hydro plant. So it really makes sense for us to sell to them as long as we came up with some terms. As far as the 90-day letter, I don't know, Connie, if you want to just comment on the authority budget office has requirements for public knowledge of the purchase, and the 90-day letter is just a formality letter that we have to send to the authority budget office, which they would post on their website.
Right. You know, the general, the public authorities law requires that public entities sell their property generally by public sale, but allows them to do a private negotiated sale in certain circumstances like this, where their land really has limited value to others. They, you know, the property's adjacent to the hydro facility. GIPA wants to sell the hydro facility to Albany Engineering. So the law does allow an alternative method where you can sell by negotiation as long as you give public notice 90 days in advance of the sale. So in addition to the New York State Budget Office, Authority Budget Office, they'll post it on their website, as Sean said. It goes to the legislature, the director of the budget, and the controller's office, just so everyone is on notice. And if someone had an objection, they would reach out to the IDA and say, hey, we think this is wrong. It all stems back years ago when the Canal Authority sold some property for $1, and it turned out to be extremely valuable. The developer flipped it immediately after getting it from the Canal Authority. So like many things, you know, that one incident that happened at a state level caused the legislature to impose pretty strict rules on all authorities, including small IDAs. So as Sean said, it's pretty much a formality. I've not been aware of the Authority Budget Office or anyone else ever reaching out and commenting, but it puts them on notice. So we're working on that letter. We'll get it over to Sean for everyone to review today or tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Connie. We all set, Sean?
So the resolution that I just sent to you would be the official resolution that we would that you would be authorizing today.
Okay,
With the one addition, with the change on page 2, section 3 and 4.
okay, very good. Okay, thank you, Sean and Connie. That was a very good explanation, and we did have all that material before the meeting to go over. Could I have a motion?
Can I
please?
clarify when I say section 3 and 4 on the 9th whereas clause? So it'd be the
Okay.
9th whereas clause, sections 3 and 4 have been
4.
changed. You know,
Okay,
minor, adding a sentence.
all right, thank you. Could I have a motion, please, to authorize the submission of the 90-day letter to the ABO, please? Authorize.
I will make the motion to accept the 2 contingencies.
Okay. Well, and also to submit the letter to the New York State Authority Budget Office. Could I have a second, please?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Okay, next is consideration of the audit of claims from May 18th, 2022 to July 5th, 2022, which Michelle has submitted to all of us. I've gone over it. I have no questions. It seems routine. If no one else has any questions, could I have a motion, please, to accept that audit of claims?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Maggie.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Ted. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Is there any other business to be brought before the board? No? Okay, then I want to thank everyone too for being part of our meeting today. And could I have a motion to adjourn, please?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll
Could I have
second
a
it.
second? Maggie, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried. Everyone have a good day.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
okay.